morning, everyone, and welcome to my vlog for the weekend. I wanted to have you guys draw with me, watch what I'm doing, as well as I wanted to introduce myself, as I said in the beginning, as an artist, and a little bit how I came to this journey, how I started, and where we are now. So what you see is my small little setup underneath my art nook that we made. And I did this Saturday and today, Sunday. And I'm going to use alcohol markers. Hi. Let's get to it. And pens, white gel pen, a little bit of graphite, and of course we gotta have our music. I mean, NFX. Can't beat them, right? So, anyways, as I get to this drawing, she is one of my own characters. Her name is Sam. I actually almost had to start over on her again. I already had to redo her once before I started recording. I didn't get her eyes right, but this time, I messed up the nose, and I tried everything to fix it, and before I could put a hole in the paper, I decided to not rip it up, but, just make her bangs a bit longer to cover it. As well as her skin tone was starting to darken a little too much, which you will see in the video. So I had to compensate different shadowing and lighting to kind of make it look better, I guess, to my opinion. You know, artists are their own worst critics. But I hope you enjoy the little bit of the process, you know, as well as listening to a little bit of my story. So, I started drawing maybe about 6 or 7 years old. I never stopped since, and it's helped me get through a lot of things in life. It's been a therapy. Definitely God given. I can't thank Him enough for giving me this journey, and I am now 35 years old, and I am still going, still learning different technique styles. I've basically self-taught. The only kind of schooling I had was high school and the middle school art classes, and I've just been teaching myself different mediums, different techniques, pushing myself with different subjects, even those I don't really like, which I've actually come to like a lot more now than I did when I was younger. I'm mixed media. Today you just see me using markers and some pens. But I do different subjects, different tools, obviously canvas and or paper. I really kind of struggled with this one a little, I think, because I kept thinking I was going to mess up, and then the shadows just weren't blending right, and I did almost throw it away and restart all over. But I didn't. And I kept going with it, trusted the process, even despite the mistakes that was happening. That's one thing, you know, about artists. We got to, and or creators in themselves altogether. You gotta get out of your comfort zone. If you feel like you're gonna mess up, just keep going and see where it goes. And that's what I did yesterday and today. So I guess, you know, I've been going on with this art. I doodled like every day, sometimes during class and at lunchtime, on anything and everything I had, and it got me through a lot of things. And, you know, when I was in my bedroom at home, I would be sitting on the floor with just regular paper, some cheap pencils, and a big old eraser, and just kept going. I started off drawing dinosaurs, then it turned into dragons, and I just kept drawing them out of my imagination. Then I started drawing horses, and then it went to anime, and I just kept freehanding everything. You know, I used some references, but, you know, when you had limited resources, you kind of just go with it and out of your imagination. So that was good practice in itself. Discipline on the matter of fixing your own mistakes, paying attention to what you're doing, and so on and so forth. But As for the learning process, like I said, I just kept being persistent about everything, kept going, learning different things, watching all sorts of artists on through YouTube and different books, watching how people do different techniques, and I kind of just created my own ways of doing things. And I'm not good at using, graphs to start portraits or any kind of drawings. I do a little bit of measuring, but it kind of just molds as I draw, like like pottery. I just keep going with it, fix things as I go, and eventually it'll mold into something. And I've been, I guess, that way since I was a kid. I can remember in middle school, I had an art teacher who was really nice to me and really was supportive in what I did. And she'd always say that, ever become a famous artist someday, you better not forget about me. And I'm not bragging or anything. It's just I've heard that term multiple times in life, and it hearing that, I'm not looking for fame, but hearing those words, it kept me going to the fact that, people actually want to see what I do. And I just kept going, and eventually, after high school, I did stop for a while because of life issues, and I didn't do it as much. But after we finally got our own house and had our first child, I started doing it again, and I started self-promoting, making flyers. I made my own business cards for the first time, and I kept going with it. Advertising, I started social media, advertising on there, and I would get commissions once in a while. I'm still that way. I'm not a full-time creator like I want to be. But I am grateful for the commissions that I do get, and the people that really want my work, and even if it is a few of them at a time, it feels nice to have somebody who wants what I do, and it's very satisfying to be able to make somebody happy and bring joy into their life with what you do and the work that you put into it, and it makes their day and maybe even the rest of their life. You never know. And that is such a cool feeling, and you feel so accomplished, and it's satisfying, and it keeps you going. Even if it's not a whole lot, maybe someday I'll blow up to be a full-time creator, but right now I am thankful for my full-time job I have. It provides income and, of course, bills, but income to where I'm able to even afford art supplies and to even be able to film like I am now. And all I'm using is my cell phone, but it works, and you just gotta use what you have. And if you're really serious about it, you'll keep going. Even if it's when you started off from just a number 2 pencil, some notebook paper, and a cheap eraser. You'll eventually start growing, and start growing with yourself, start finding new ways to do things, and you'll start improving. I'm still improving. The more I do, I'm still improving my skills, and that's fine. It's like reading a book or playing a game, reading the Bible. You learn things, and you see things that you didn't before. And you probably have done it over and over. But that process has tuned what you've been doing over and over to now into something that you didn't know the last time you did it. So, being creative is a journey, and that's why I wanted to introduce myself on this art vlog. And I have this art vlog channel, and also my main art channel, which is called Heather's Artworks, and in parentheses Ash. If you want to watch the full time lapse, there's no talking or anything, it's just the full time lapse of Sam here getting done. You can go check that out. But if you like vlogs, this is why I did this channel, and to talk about, or maybe discuss, or maybe ask questions about you guys, and you guys can put your comments down and your experiences, and maybe how you got started in the comments, you know. I am here to also interact with you guys. So now you can watch the rest of this drawing being finished, and I hope that what I talked about maybe helped and maybe inspired you guys, and maybe we can get to know each other more now. And I hope you guys enjoy my channels, and my vlog channel and my art channel. And thank you guys for watching, and enjoy the rest of the process. God bless.